Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
how Hybe ruined every girl group they ever had.
Oh, I get excited when it's
K-pop fans have always jokingly claimed that Hybe has bad luck with girl groups, which is why they never debuted any until a few years ago. However, looking at their history, it seems like their problem lies with the management more than their luck, and let us show you why. The supposed curse started with Glam. We can't technically blame Hybe for ruining Glam, but they could have definitely handled the situation a lot better. In the early 2010s, Big Hit Entertainment wasn't the industry superpower that it transformed into later. It was a small and struggling company lacking funds. Because of this, they had no choice but to partner with Source Music to co-manage their first girl group, Glam. The group made its debut in 2012 with the single party XXO, which was received pretty well. Considering that they were a group that didn't come from any of the big three companies, they were doing decently. Not even 6 months after their debut, member Trinity was accused of being a sasang of Super Junior's Lee Tuck.
What is sasang, guys? I gotta look this up because it's gonna be important. Why can't she just not use English terms?
By the way, did you put the chicken down?
Yeah. Okay. Korean term for obsessive fan who invades the privacy of public figures. Oh, so she's like a stan, basically.
Group member who was a sasang of... How did they find this out?
So she's like a stan, but stan to like obsessive stan. I get. Okay.
How did they find this out?
Interesting.
According to the rumors that were spreading around, she had met Lee Tuck in private by pretending to be the daughter of a broadcasting company's CEO. These rumors were never confirmed, but sasangs are a major problem in the industry, so nobody could even tolerate the idea of having sasang as an idol.
Yeah, that's a little awkward. That's awkward.
I don't understand.
Yeah, you can't blame Hybe for that.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
So they say she's a super fan?
Yeah, she was obsessed with the guy. Like,
what is obsessed?
She pretended to be someone else just to get in touch with him.
Why?
Because she was obsessed.
The group went on to promote without her, and the members even started dipping into acting, and then their worst scandal happened. In the summer of 2014, Glam member Dahi and her friend, model Lee Ji-yeon, had several meetings with famous Korean actor Lee Byung-hun. Lee Ji-yeon then supposedly developed a relationship with him, which turned into an affair behind his wife's back. Both she and Dahi used the affair to blackmail him for $4 million.
Okay, yeah. So why Hybe is at fault here?
Wait, her and the group person? The group member?
The girl is from the group member, yeah.
Oh.
Reported the blackmail attempt to the police, and it didn't take long before there were arrest warrants out for both women. Dahi was sentenced to 1 year in prison, while Ji-yeon received a slightly longer sentence of 1 year and a few months, and Glam was pretty much done. Big Hit announced in January of 2015 that the group had officially disbanded, and the members had terminated.
That's a major T, yo.
I wasn't ready for this. This could have come with a warning.
This is ridiculous.
What?
Yeah, but
I've never heard anything like
this
before.
is okay. So first of all, this is interesting. I didn't know none of this, so it's cool that we learning this. But again, the video is supposed to be that Hybe ruined. Like Hybe didn't ruin this girl. The girls ruined themselves. What the fuck is this?
Their contracts with the agency. Of course, the agency wasn't responsible for the fact that Dahi had decided to blackmail one of South Korea's most beloved actors.
Right.
However, it can be argued that maybe they could have done some proper research into their trainees before debuting them.
Yeah.
Some fans
that's why they say they don't want no sasangs as idols. They probably was giving sasang behavior. You know what I'm saying? I understand.
I mean, cool.
That's why.
Yeah, but then again, we keep it in mind. This is like late 2000s, probably when they started training. The access to information, not everything was online back then. The research availability back then wasn't what it is now.
So what does it mean to be a stan back in the day? Like you got all the tickets to go to. I think they should do the.
I think what
process.
crossed the line is not being a stan; it's being obsessed. Stan.
Isn't that what stan is?
No, stan just be like a super fan. There's just nothing wrong if you go to every concert. The line becomes when you start to like do fake shit to just like be next to like you stalking, that type of shit. That's it becomes weird. So like I don't know if the girl was stalking him. She didn't say nothing about that, but she did pretend to be like a journalist to like talk to him. So that's crossing the line.
I think that's why they vet their like personality traits to see if they have those kind of tendencies. To make sure they don't have those type of people, because that costs the company money. I mean, we help like develop this talent, and for this talent to go do some crazy stuff like that, to go to jail.
Well, the girls were crazy.
Claimed that Big Hit could have easily kicked Dahi out after the scandal surfaced, just like they had allegedly done with Trinity, so the group could have gone on promoting as a trio. It all makes us wonder just how successful Glam would have
Yeah, but keep in mind, Hybe didn't have money back then, so that's also...
been if things had gone right, since they were doing pretty good, but unfortunately, we will never know. Gfriend was originally a group under Source Music, but when the company was taken over by Hybe in 2019, they technically became the first girl group under Hybe labels. Up to this point, the group was doing very well, and was even one of the most beloved groups in the industry. They did great on the charts, their music was adored by the public, and the members were also pretty popular. They were amazing vocalists, dancers, and did well on variety shows. So imagine everyone's surprise when in May 2021 it was announced that the group disbanded, as the company claimed that all the members ended their contracts with the company. But the truth turned out to be much different, because even the members didn't know that the group would be disbanding. In an interview with Big Issue magazine, leader Sowan revealed that the group was unaware of their disbandment and struggled to understand the situation. She said, "My group mates and I don't see this as complete disbandment. It's true that I had trouble."
But don't they have like a, what you call that, a deadline, like when it's contract renewal? If you don't see your contract,
Seems Hybe didn't offer a renewal.
yeah, so that means you're being not renewed.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a surprise. You should be talking like maybe 1 month, 2 months in advance. Hey,
Probably ahead.
when's the new contract coming?
Stray Kids renewed their contracts a year ahead.
Yeah, so maybe they didn't have good agents.
Processing what happened. The news came out of the blue. Cindy also mentioned in a Scan Vivis episode that they became aware of the termination a month before it was publicly announced. So not only was Hybe accused of handling the whole thing terribly to the point that the members had no idea what was happening, but it was also suspected that they had a direct hand in disbanding them. It said that the executives at...
Well, what's interesting to me in this case, so if Hybe does not extend the contract, would the girls have been able to take the rights to the name and sign with someone else as a group? Would Hybe abandon the, like in this case, does the name get abandoned? Because I think it should.
I don't know.
I think it should. If Hybe doesn't want to extend the contracts with the girls,
I don't think so.
So what?
You see what happened to 50-50?
What happened to 50-50? 50-50, the agency wanted to keep 50-50. The girls didn't want to be with the agency. In this case, Hybe didn't want the girls. So God, at least how I understand it, well, maybe let's watch a little bit.
Source Music decided to end their contract with the girls quickly because they didn't agree to the members' renewal terms. Additionally, this...
Oh, so it's not that they didn't want to, they didn't want to agree with the terms, so like that's different. Yeah, that's different.
And that their termination came out of surprise.
Yeah, that's different.
They can't force someone to agree to sign if they don't agree to sign.
Around the time that Source Music was apparently looking to sign both Sakura and Che One, so it was rumored that they let go of Gfriend so they could promote their newest group. Of course, the members are all doing well now, but to have such...
Yes, they're from iZone.
Oh, okay.
A talented group disband so abruptly only 2 years after they became a part of Hybe was a big loss. Just like Gfriend, Fromis 9 technically didn't debut on...
I wish we got more about Gfriend. I kind of left
I'm curious
open-ended.
now.
I want to know more.
Like what happened?
But their management style changed when Pledis Entertainment was acquired by them. That's not to say that Fromis 9 were the best managed group of all time, but the breaks between releases got a lot longer. To the point that every time they make a comeback, fans wonder if it's their last. Not only that, but the members barely post any...
Also, what I wish she included is the numbers. Like, how much money these girls... Because if the girls were losing money, then how can you blame Hybe?
Content for fans during these breaks or even promotions, even if they want to do so. It's also more than clear the company puts minimal effort into promotions. Their videos are uploaded without even adding subtitles, and at one time they were promoted in a home shopping broadcast. It stings even more knowing that the same company that's limiting them...
This means they were not generating enough money.
Sounds to me that they just weren't profitable.
I've seen that happen before to other artists where they get boxed because they didn't turn around a profit.
Seems to me they're not profitable.
Their show
is also the one that's severely undermining them and their popularity. Fromis 9 sold out their 2 shows in a matter of minutes. Yet it was Pledis who was hesitant to give them a concert in the first place, as they appeared worried that the tickets wouldn't sell. No matter how frustrating the situation may be for the fandom, though, especially since they can go as long as a year without hearing new music from their favorite idols, it's about 100 times worse for the members. Just recently, member Chae Young went on Weverse Live and expressed just how much she wanted to have a comeback and even mentioned the group's long hiatuses, mentioning that it felt like they were the only group to not release any music.
Where are
they have
now?
yet to receive a paycheck this year since they haven't had any activities yet. However, the company has confirmed that the group will be having a comeback soon, so at least there's...
We just reacted to them. They came back from S9, I feel like. We reacted
I don't
to
think
them.
I was so impressed.
It was the Supersonic, I think it was their song. Supersonic.
That was their comeback?
I think it was from S9.
Oh, then came Le Sserafim, who were marketed as Hybe's first girl group.
So what? Hybe didn't ruin Le Sserafim. Le Sserafim doing fine.
Despite the existence of Glam, Gfriend, and even Fromis 9, they are one of the better managed girl groups under Hybe since they have had consistent comebacks and promotions, as well as deals with brands, so there was nothing to complain about. One of the biggest problems that they have had since debut, though, is the numerous accusations of plagiarism. In the very beginning, before the group even debuted, people drew similarities between Chaewon's teaser for Fearless and the music video for Ride 'Em Down by the Rolling Stones. Songs like Anti-Fragile and Unforgiven were...
Yeah, from S9 was Supersonic. So they came back. Maybe they're not under Hybe no more. I don't know about that, but yeah, they did come back.
Also noted for their striking similarities to Rosalia's Linda and Chicken Teriyaki, fans of course were quick to defend them, saying that the group was following a popular trend in music rather than directly copying from another artist. The accusations didn't end there, as people also noticed that the group's songs The Hydra and The Hydra I'm a Mess had strong similarities to Cobra's songs Debut and Dip and Drip. However, the songs had the same producers, so people got over this
hard to comment about anything of this because I don't know those other songs. So.
Pretty quickly. One of the most recent accusations came after the release of Le Sserafim's latest album, Easy. Netizens noticed that the B-side track Smart sounded a lot like Tyla's hit song
That's what we said in our reaction.
Water, as well as Doja Cat's Woman and Rema and Selena Gomez's Calm Down. Even Tyla...
Okay, so basically name a bunch of Afrobeat / Amapiano songs, okay.
You're like, oh, maybe there's something...
got involved in the matter, but fans defended...
Yeah, there's something.
It's not Afrobeats. It's Amapiano.
Rema is Afrobeat.
Well, but not what about Tyler?
Tyler is Amapiano. Yeah. No, they just sample the songs. I mean, they say copying. You just sample. People sample all the time. It's not copying.
them, saying
as long as the other party gets paid, whoever that. I don't know.
Back a little bit. I
Why?
want to hear what they said. I missed that.
is Calm Down. Even Tyla got involved in the matter, but fans defended
Tyla
them,
responded?
saying that once again the group were just following current music trends.
I
Most
Tyla
recently,
responded.
netizens have found another case of producers.
The song definitely gives Tyler. I said that, and that's why I like the song actually because it gave Tyler.
It wasn't my
seemingly
favorite.
copying a song.
Out of the album, that was my favorite.
My favorite was not that song.
So what was your favorite?
I think I like Easy and Crazy. And then also, yeah.
Crazy is part of that album?
Crediting the original artist. The song in question is Cliché by Velas, originally released in 2017. Based on something that Min Heejin said though, this seems to be a clear case of plagiarism. On May 17th, the Seoul Central District Court held a hearing in the legal dispute between Hybe Labels and Adore's CEO Min Heejin. During the hearing, Sejong
No, for me, this clear case of plagiarism. Go to courts, let the courts decide. Plagiarism or not, what we think, it doesn't really matter.
firm representing Min Heejin disclosed an email she sent to Hybe executives which said, according to overseas producer working with Adore, Hybe is currently negotiating fees for plagiarism damages over certain Le Sserafim songs. Of course, since the girls aren't directly involved in their music, they cannot be blamed for it as it's Hybe's responsibility. And
But
now,
she's
let's talk about
she's
NewJeans.
calling it out in terms to her group or with
No, with lesser. I don't know. She's just not.
because that could create problems.
Yeah, she's interfering with somebody that she doesn't.
Yeah.
That has no business interfering.
On this
Are we on the same team?
That's why she
Are
got
we on
picked.
the same
Purpose,
team?
everything was going well. They were releasing music regularly and were given quite the budget and support from the company. They had multiple music videos when they debuted, their own app, and a lot of opportunities, so we cannot say that they were neglected at the beginning. In addition to that, they lived in a luxurious dorm, had no trainee debt, and started earning money right after they debuted, which is rare for K-pop groups. However, little did we know that things weren't as good as they seemed. During the Hybe and Min Min-Heejin feud, there were a lot of revelations, but one of them was that NewJeans was actually supposed to debut as the first girl group under Hybe, not Sserafim. According to Min, she and the members were recruited with the promise that they would get to debut as the first Hybe group, but after Sakura and Chae-won joined the company, they decided to debut Sserafim first. Hybe didn't stop there though. They told Min-Heejin not to promote NewJeans since they wanted the public to believe that Sserafim was her group, and they also discouraged her from talking about her group at all. This wasn't the only time that Hybe and specifically Bang Shi-hyuk tried to sabotage the group in some way or the other. When the girls actually became popular, he never showed any enthusiasm over the fact that one of the groups under his company was doing well. Min shared that he never congratulated the group on their debut, appeared to be bitter over Ditto entering the Billboard chart, and the worst thing of all, he never acknowledged the members. In an email that the members' parents sent to Adore, they accused Bang Shi-hyuk of deliberate...
No, I know, but it sounds like a angry father, like a father that likes one kid and not the other kid.
Or Min-Heejin just coming with shit from her ass.
Ignoring the girls whenever they ran into him in the company.
How can you take anything she says seriously?
I don't know.
Parents alleged that the founder of the company was greeted by the members, yet he would ignore their greeting every time.
Like,
even in
everything here, like Cookie Lily saying, comes from her mouth.
At the end of the
Here,
day,
if there was somebody third party confirming it, okay, nobody said that. It's just her saying it. So it's like her words against herself, because nobody's even talking about it. It's just her.
It would just
at
be
the
the
end
two
of
of
the
them.
day,
The most worrying part of
I just want to get over this shit because we watched this already. It's the same shit.
I just wanted to say, at the end of the day ends.
What?
How Hybe is treating the girls, which could have long-term damage on their careers, is the fact that they told the members that they would go on a vacation for 1.5 years. According to Hybe, this vacation is because they want to find a Grammy-winning producer to work on their tracks, but sending a 2-year-old group on a long break at their peak is never a good idea. The parents and the members especially are worried that this time off might slow their momentum, which is more than understandable. Hybe might scratch this idea off in response to all the backlash they're getting, but just the fact that they thought of putting them on such a lengthy hiatus for no reason is scary. Lastly, the victims of Hybe's mismanagement are Islet, as the group's company was accused of directly copying NewJeans. This is an issue that was first publicly raised by Min-Heejin, but then it was revealed that it was actually the parents of NewJeans members that addressed it first. However, it's not like this was unheard of, since ever since Islet first appeared on the scene as a group, there were already a lot of comparisons being drawn between the two before they even debuted. Then, Islet's teasers came out and people started pointing out the similarities even more. The most damning accusations against Islet were specifically about the choreography, a problem which has been pointed out by one of NewJeans' performance directors, Kim Eun-ju, who publicly called out the Lip Lab for copy-pasting the choreography. This concern even led to government efforts to establish guidelines for choreography copyright, emphasizing the seriousness of the...
If I'm in the same company, same label, I want them to focus on me. I'm the new girl in charge. I'm the new one that everyone all eyes on me. Don't bring in someone else new. Focus on me.
Accusations against Islet. By allegedly copying the work of Adore, Hybe is showing that they don't care about either group. Min-Heejin's work, as well as her team's, is being basically recycled for another group that they have no relation to and which they didn't consent for. Islet, on the other hand, are being unfairly painted as the plagiarism group, even though the members have nothing to do with any of this. It's being said that Hybe is thinking of debuting yet another girl group, but knowing what we know, it's better if they stick to boy groups and focus their attention on treating their existing girl...
whatever.
That's wild. That's wild.
The title was clickbaity for me.
It's like
I feel
one girl can succeed at a time. One girl group can succeed at a time, and that's it.
I feel like the only thing how Hybe ruined, like to actually answer the headline, was the Promise 9. Promise 9, where they said, okay, they kind of delayed in the gaps from the comebacks. That was okay, maybe. But to kind of support her claim, I would have liked to see the money that Promise 9 generated, because
if they see the money.
Yeah, if Promise 9 wasn't profitable, then how can you hold Hybe accountable if the group is a loser? Of course they're gonna watch the group. Like I would do the same thing.
Some people like the sound.
Yeah, who cares? They're not making money. Wow, we don't need that. So, that's the first group, Glam, whatever the name was. Girls were crazy.
Dramatic.
Yeah, not the Hybe's fault. The second group, what was the second group? Gfriend, she didn't really give us nothing. I kind of want to learn more about that, because I don't feel like I got enough. Yeah, I don't feel like I got enough information about them to really make any conclusions. Whether Hybe did anything, or it was a money issue, or I don't know. I just Just didn't give enough. I already talked about Promise.
With the Sserafim, it just happened by chance that Hybe secured Sakura and Chewan. So that was like, wow, this is the timing we have to strike now.
No, the last 3 girl groups that I feel like they haven't been ruined. So I don't know why they're in the video to begin with. I feel that the title should have been how Hybe handles girl groups. Period. Like not how they ruined, how they handles. Then we can.
But then compare it to the men. Is it really that dramatically different than the boy groups?
I don't know. I'm not too familiar.
They can have those same issues
I don't know.
too.
Maybe. I don't know.
Nice. Let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.